It's like my own little personal undead army of me 4 times in different forms. Yeah, this is a little bit weird. Anyway, hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. In the last episode, we arrived here at the Stone Tower and made our way up to the very top. And now it's time to head into the temple itself, which is absolutely just riddled with, I don't know if I want to say symbolism, but there's a lot of theories surrounding the Stone Tower specifically. It kind of is already just filled with stories and just little subnotes of really dark things, but I won't go too much into it myself because these days you can look up all these theories online, but there are a lot of really interesting things about the Stone Tower itself and its design. The one that I find that's really interesting is that you know how the goddesses are pretty absent from this world. I've read a lot of things saying that finger pointing up with the fire on top of it is like saying a screw you to the heavens, aka the goddesses, you know. It's really interesting, and like I said, I won't go into too much detail about that because it's very easy to look it up these days, but absolutely, the Stone Tower is one of my favorite areas, if not for the music, then for the lore and just the atmosphere. I absolutely adore this place, and I have been so excited to tackle this. You guys have no clue. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. First off, we're gonna shoot that eye, and that gives us our very first treasure chest right off the bat. We're gonna hookshot our way over, kick it open, and we got ourselves our very first stray fairy. Okay, or I can land down here. Down here there are a couple of pots. You can open them up, you get some rupees, and well, that usually has a fairy in it, but I guess not this time. I thought it had a fairy in it anyway. Oh well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But there's some supplies down there regardless. If we take the eastern door, also, I love the design of this door. The doors here look so cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be gushing about everything because I love this. Anyway, we have a big old block here that we can't really do anything about. We do have the mirror shield, but we don't have a source of light, so that's gonna have to wait till later. Oh man, I love this. I love this place. Okay, I just want to say something really quick that I remember when I first arrived here and I felt this area and I felt how eerie and how mysterious everything was. And honestly, I remember I just completely flipped out. And it didn't reach. I thought I couldn't have the bomb chew blow up this wall for me. But yeah, I just completely flipped out at this entire area. It is so good. It's so good, and I love the feeling of everything here. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm probably gonna be gushing a lot. It is one of the more complex dungeons as well. I'm not sure if I personally found it quite as complex as the Great Bay Temple. The Great Bay Temple was like the epitome of confusing for me, but I just really enjoy playing through Stone Tower. I still flip out to it to this day. It's so good. Well, oh, we're getting into the first night already, jeez. Gonna have to hurry it on along, because this is one of the longer dungeons too, so I don't want to spend too much time dawdling. I haven't really verbally acknowledged it, but yes, we do need to, push down these switches. Obviously, this is gonna be a job for the Elegy of Emptiness, because they don't stay down. You know you've played the Elegy of Emptiness too many times when you can play it that fast. There we go, first one down. Okay, or I can just go face first into it. That also works. Push this down. There we go. I will say that I do wish that the Deku shell got a little bit more use. The deco doesn't really get used with the Elegy of Emptiness. I know I already covered this in the last episode, but like, I do wish it was used for something, because it's the one that's completely useless. It can't even hold down these switches. Or maybe it can. You know what? Well, no, that wouldn't make sense for it to actually hold it down, because the deco himself doesn't actually do it. Come on. There we go. I kept screwing up. I need to take my time a little bit more. And there we go. We have this door being held open. Maybe not. Maybe get lost. You get lost too. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got some bombs, some magic, and another glaive. My goodness, I hate these freaking things. Worst part of Ikana is not even anything undead, it's the freaking birds. I usually love birds, but those are just the worst. Drop on down, and we get hurt, of course. Well, that block was there, and then I landed in the perfect position to just kind of blast it away. These are not what they seem. I'm going to put on the blast mask because, watch this. They come alive. These are Armos. It was masquerading as a statue, typical. No worries, just stay calm and watch its movements. Or you can just like blow them both up at the same time. That also works, you know, the easy way out. There is a treasure chest over there. We could pull out our ocarina and just hope that it works. No. I will do that. Hookshot myself across. We could have used the Goron Mask. That would have worked too because of the lava, but whatever. Hookshot is faster. There we go. We found ourselves the dungeon map. And as per usual, we're gonna take just a quick moment to look over what we've got here. There's honestly not a whole lot of floors here. There's only 3 floors. 3 floors and not many rooms on any of them, but, you know, the fewer floors there are, the chances are the more complex the dungeon's gonna be. This dungeon is very dense with content and just really clever ideas, so I'm excited to get a little bit deeper into it. There we go. Grab myself some hearts and pop on the Goron Mask. Cause we have these! You don't need bombs to fight them, I just like using the blast mask. Honestly, one punch from the Goron. One punch will take it out just fine. Wow! I'm floating! Or I did float. That's a teeny chest to actually land on top of it like that, okay. Crack this open and we get ourselves a small key. Our first small key of the area. Okay, this is kind of jerkish. This is really bad. Look up here, we have a hookshot target, which leads us to a treasure chest, which has a stray fairy in it. I gotta say, that like screwed me over so bad when I first played this through. I guess I wasn't wearing the Great Fairy's mask in here because I wasn't really thinking about it. And then later on I was like, wait a second, where's this last fairy? And then turns out I just didn't look up. Absolutely a temple that you want to keep the Great Fairy's mask on for, if only just to find the really well hidden ones like that. With that, I think we're ready to head into the next room. This one is kind of interesting. Yeah, this room is kind of a trip. Well, we have another one of those blocks, but no light source in sight. We want to grab this, and actually this as well. Pop this on, go in, drop down, and now, you see this side? before, this ledge was not here. Before, if you wanted to go up, it was like this other ledge. Here, let me show you. You can't grab onto the side of this ledge at all, and you can't pull yourself up. In the N64 version, you had to do that on that side too. So like, if you wanted to get up there, you had to actually dolphin jump like this up, and it takes a lot of freaking practice. I kind of appreciate that they changed that for this version, especially since to dolphin jump properly, you have to use up magic. That would be a really sucky way of getting stuck, is just like running out of magic right there and never being able to get up on top of this ledge. But in this version, you never really need to do the dolphin jump. On one hand, I kind of miss it because it was a fun little challenge, but it is better design, and I won't knock it for putting that little ledge there. This guy is interesting. He is also completely numb to our attacks, and no, bombs will not work either. Hop up here, kick this open, and we got another small key. There is this here. I guess you technically don't have to do this right now, but if you are so inclined, you can get that with just the Zora boomerang. The Bora Zoomerangs, yes. I wanted to say it wrong and then I said it right. The Bora Zoomerangs. Can we just call them the Zoomerangs now? I hit that switch with the Zoomerangs. I think that's all that we have to do here. So we're gonna go down and hit the mine, of course. Taking a quick look around. Here is a Dexy hand. And now we can head through. This switch on the ceiling is a little bit confusing, but we'll get to that later. That'll make sense in a bit. Sink down. I hear you. Yes. Die. Since we're getting into the whole magic barrier thing, I will tell you guys that this is actually a very good dungeon to go and get Chateau Romani in, if you are so inclined. Or like a couple of green potions. Those would come in handy. I probably could have stood to have gotten some myself, but I just didn't think about it before coming in here, and I wasn't about to make that trek and go and get them myself. But just so you know, if you want to save yourself some hassle and potential grief later, it's not a bad idea to pick those up. Do that, pick up those arrows. Yes. Come on. No. Okay. I really don't want to get blown up. I really do not want to get blown up. Yes. There we go. Push this down. And that makes an upside down treasure chest appear. Yep. That's an interesting spot to put it in. Surface, what's over here? I want to see what's in these pots, actually. Probably just some supplies. Or absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing works as well. Because why the heck not? Now, coming up here, there is a door over here that we can go into, but I want to head to the other side of this hallway first. This shows us something that we're going to be coming across a couple of times. You shoot this mirror and it kind of just beams out your light, but you charge it up. See, if I just spam it, it doesn't really stay long at all. But if we let it charge up for a bit, there we go. It'll charge for a little bit longer, and then we can do this and blast away this block. Why, thank you. What do you have to say about it? Is this a mirror? This thing looks different from your everyday mirror. You don't say. It's kind of like freaking glowing something like nobody's business. Now we're gonna open this up. For a compass! Now we can see everything in here. As you can see, there are a crap ton of treasure chests. Not all of them are important, but clearly we're gonna be getting them anyway. This door leads back to the front, so we have already come across exactly where we started. So we kind of went around in a big old circle. Some supplies, and we're good. Head through this door again, ignore the bomb chew. And this one too. And we've reached the next locked door. We've tackled a chunk of this. We got the compass and the map and have explored a little bit. But I think we're gonna end things off here and get into the real meat of the dungeon in the next episode. I'm so excited to be here. I love this song. I'm sorry I'm gushing. I love this place, and I'm so glad that we get to be playing this instead of certain other areas. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. MasaeAnela out.